So this is Dave Lee from Bloomberg did a search. He got an AI overview, and he just searched for JetBlue Mint Lounge SFO. If you swipe one over, I cannot believe I'm letting the CEO of Google swipe. It is a word-for-word rewrite of that site. It is almost the same sentence that exists on the site, on the source of it.
That was a clip from our interview between Sundar Pichai and The Verge, and I think that was probably the most interesting interview that I have seen in a while, because this interview uncovers a lot of things that happen inside of Google and what is the future of web now that AI is integrated with the Google search. So this video is more about my comment about the situation. There are a lot of things covered in that interview, but in this video I'm going to be focusing on the problem with AI overview. What does that mean for future content creators and publishers, and why I think you should be optimistic with the future of SEO. So let's get into it. Okay, to start with, I think I need to cover the background here. Basically, at the end of 2022, OpenAI released ChatGPT to the public, and this is a brand new kind of tool that we have never seen before. And ChatGPT can answer a lot of questions that we never thought could be answered. So not long after that, being announced that it is integrating ChatGPT right into its search engine. And this rings the alarm bell in Google HQ, because Google doesn't want to lose its position as the #1 search engine. So after a few months, they announced something called Search Generative Experience, which basically a way to compete with Bing by answering the question from the query right away on the page, and people don't have to click on the website like they used to. So if you're a content creator, this will make you nervous. But at that time, SGE is still on the testing phase, and only a few fraction of users actually can see that. But in the Google I/O event 2024, the company announced that this feature will be released widely to the public, meaning that all users will eventually see this element or see this feature when they're searching something on Google. And it feels like the writing is on the wall for publishers and content creators, but I'm going to cover that later. For now, there's a problem with AI overviews on Google. First, it is showing incorrect and maybe even dangerous information to the public, but I think this will happen because AI still hallucinate, and the AI that Google's using is not smart enough to differentiate a real answer and satirical answer, and that's why sometimes it is taking answer from satirical website thinking that it was the correct answer. And this is the problem because Google basically taking the answer almost verbatim from one web and then display it on the AI overview. It is borderline plagiarism, and that is a big problem. There is one example from the Forbes here. Basically, the SGE or AI overview displaying content that is very similar to this website. And if you look at it, it's almost like 90% of it is copy and paste. If you are in high school and you give this homework to your teacher, it would likely get flunked for plagiarism. Back to the first example, when Sundar Pichai is being presented with the AI overview that is giving an answer that is very similar to this website, Sundar Pichai has this response.
That's what I mean. It's at some point that the better experience is the AI preview, and it's just the thing that exists on all the sites underneath it. It's the same information.
Look, the thing with search, we handle billions of queries. You can absolutely find a query and hand it to me and say, could we have done better on that query?
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. But when I look across, in many cases, part of what is making people respond positively to AI overviews is the summary we are providing clearly adds value, helps them look at things they may not have otherwise thought about.
Whether you like his answer or not, there is a problem. Presumably, the website owner might never be asked by Google of whether or not the content can be copied or can be used for AI overview. Now, just to be clear that OpenAI has set the precedent about the situation where a big company can take data or information or content from some random website on the internet and then use it to train their AI. But I think Google should have done better, given that part of its business is encouraging people to create good quality content on the internet so Google can display to the users. Content creators and publishers are not putting their soul and mind into the internet for free. They want something in return, and for a good reason. It's not easy to make a good quality content. So where all of this leaves us? Honestly, the future looks so grim. If the September helpful content update wasn't enough, then now we have AI overviews that could potentially steal billions of traffic from websites. Publishers and content creators have shared their expertise and knowledge knowledge on the internet to help everyone, but now big AI companies can just steal all the information and display them on their own website. For publishers and content creators, we got nothing in return. Google as a public company is expected to make profit and growth every year. Now they are trying to achieve that goal with whatever means necessary with the expense of creators. However, I think there is a good reason to be optimistic. In that interview, Sundar Pichai mentioned that the links or the website that is featured on AI overviews receive more clicks than the traditional 10 blue links below it. So I guess the future of SEO is now not about how to rank on page 1, but how to be featured on the AI overviews. That's my theory, but I think that makes a lot of sense. We don't really know much about it, we don't have any data to prove it, so I guess right now we can only take Google's word for it. In addition to that, I think with the fact that people can now use AI to answer complex questions, I think people are going to be more creative with their prompt or with their keyword. That would mean billions more keywords will be introduced every day, and there will be a massive opportunity to drive more traffic to our website. So I guess there is a rainbow after the storm, hopefully. As I mentioned earlier, we don't know much about how to rank on AI overviews, but supposedly the structure of the content and the authoritativeness of your article will play a huge role on ranking your article or your page on AI overviews. So if you want to humanize your AI content, check out this video and I'll see you there.